Oh my God. Up all night. What's up, my people? This is Showbiz, the adult. All right, man. Look, who do we have here? We got Bernard Burton. What's going on with Just Blaze? What's going on with you? Live from the block. Oops. All right, man. Look. First, I want to say this. Everybody, go to busr.com/showbiz. Go to busr.com/showbiz. Place a bet on the fight. Callum Smith versus Canelo Alvarez. I got Canelo Alvarez. Hit the Tyson bell. Who do you have your money on? I actually went a little bit further. I put money on the KO. So let's see who you got your money on. Canelo Alvarez versus Callum Smith. We're going to talk about that. First, I want to say this. Let's get some boot. Ain't nothing like Christmas in the cup. I got my eggnog. Let's discuss what we're going to talk about today. T, what's going on with you? J-Man, what's up with you? Doom Zoom, what's going on with you? That Private, what's going on with you, man? Iron Mike Tyson, yeah, I got my money. I got my money on Canelo. A few things. We're going to talk about that, what that means when it comes to the sport of boxing. What does it mean for Canelo Alvarez if you were to beat Callum Smith? What does it mean for Callum Smith if you were to be victorious against Canelo Alvarez? Also, we got to talk about Triple G sending death threats to Oscar De La Hoya. Oops. We're going to have to talk about that extremely soon. We're going to talk about a little bit of Errol the True Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford. But first, I want to say this. Congratulations to Terrence Bud Crawford bringing in his new baby girl. In 2020. 2020 was a horrible year, but his baby girl, Trinity, I think her name is Trinity Crawford. Happy birthday to you, Terrence Crawford. I got all the love and respect for you, brother. Any criticisms I may have of your resume or anything like that, it means nothing when it comes to my respect for you, respect to your family. Much love to you. Bringing your baby girl Trinity's going to bring a bright spot to this year, rounding off this year nice around Christmas. So I mean, beautiful thing, and I'm happy she's healthy. Also, happy birthday to Mikey Garcia. I think it's his birthday week. I'm not sure if his birthday was yesterday or whatever it is. Super chat, got my money on Canelo over Will Smith. Funny. Did I say Will? I meant Callum Smith. Yeah. Happy birthday to you, Mikey Garcia. Also, congratulations to Floyd Money Mayweather for making it into the Hall of Fame. Andre Ward, you too. And it's so beautiful, right? Because Andre Ward, he really looked up to Floyd Money Mayweather. He's in the Hall of Fame right with Floyd, so that's a beautiful thing. Klitschko, I believe he made it to the Hall of Fame. So much love to you. Also, Layla Ali and Ann Wolf, both of you making it to the Hall of Fame. I mean, just Hall of Famers, beautiful thing. You guys really put your lives out there, did a lot for us fans, did well as pillars of the sport, moving the sport forward and keeping the sport up. Thank you so much. And that's my boot. Eggnog, Christmas in the cup. So let's talk. Everybody hit the like button. Let more people get in. Let me see what you guys got to say in the war room. Let me see. Carlos Mendoza said chain with ice, talking about somebody. Smith is like 6'6". Yeah, Smith is very tall. How tall is Smith? 6'3". Smith is extremely tall. 6'4". Yeah, 6'3". Let's see. The Mummy made it to the Hall of Fame. The Mummy. I don't know who that is. I know all those great fighters. They're great. What's popping? The interview in San Antonio made Callum Smith look a foot taller than Canelo. Damn. I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's 7 inches taller than Canelo. He got an 8-inch reach in that. See, that's the thing with Callum Smith. People saw the name. I'm not sure if everyone knew who he was. I mean, he's nothing but just the lineal champion, super WBA champion of the super middleweight division. What is he, undefeated? I mean, the guy is just an excellent boxer. That's a huge gamble for Canelo Alvarez to take him. Like, look, we need a fight at the end of the year. Let me take Callum Smith. That's insanity, right? Colin Smith is a problem. I don't know why people just see him as some kind of walkover, whatever. Then they see the size difference and like, huh? I mean, dude, the guy he said he's going to come in as cruiserweight, right? Canelo Alvarez is not doing a rehydration clause or anything like that. Colin Smith said, I'm coming in blown up as a cruiserweight. So, I mean, he said the size advantage, I'm just going to beat him from the outside and I'm going to pound on him. So hit the Tyson bell. I mean, I don't understand the whole thing. If Canelo Alvarez beats him, that's humongous. And we'll definitely talk about that. Klitschko is the mummy. That's what I call him. Okay, I call him a great fighter. If Smith doesn't know how to move and use the jab, he will lose. But if he goes it with ring smarts, he will win. Well, Nick, understand Colin Smith is a world champion with a reach. Don't know how to use the jab. He knows how to use the jab more than all of us. Okay. All of us that's talking right now. So, I mean, I can't criticize him on that, but using the jab well against Canelo is another thing. I'm not sure if you ever been in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, but from what I've heard, especially come from Danny Jacobs, it's hard to hit that boy. Say he's very fast with the head movement. So it's not just going to be about Colin Smith know how to use the jab. It's going to be Colin Smith know how to clinch, lean on him, put his weight on him, hit him with power shots, discourage Canelo Alvarez from opening up. Maybe he can hit him with something powerful. Forget just the jab, but he has to hit him hard. Use his weight, wrestle with him, push him around the ring, all those things, put some pressure on his knee, all the things that Danny Jacobs didn't do. So you can't just do one thing against Canelo Alvarez. He's really just too great for that, right? So, yeah, you have to use a lot of things, not just the jab. Let's see. It's hump day, boy. J Body, thank you so much. What's up, War Room? Thanks for the super chat. What else we got? Jake Paul, poking the bear. Well, I'm not thinking about Jake Paul right now. That was so just ridiculous. I didn't even. People wanted me to do. I had show business partners hitting me up saying, "Hey man, what do you think about?" I'm not doing a video on that, man. Let's talk about some real boxing at least for a moment. We got 200 people in here. Let's start talking. All right. Like I said, go to busr.com, put money on the fight /showbiz. That's busr.com/showbiz. The link is in the description box below. Let's get to talking. So first, we got to talk about Triple G. There you go. Speak on Triple G. It's in the title. We got to talk about Triple G. Triple G. Oh, wait a minute. I got a super chat. $20 from Oscar. People seem to think that Canelo can just KO everyone. Big guy just because of Kovalev KO, but Kovalev, in my opinion, wasn't 100%. No one gonna be 100% after a war with Yard. Smith is the best at 168 currently. He has the best resume. Hit the Tyson bell. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I mean, that's the double-edged sword. People hate Canelo, but they hate him they make him impervious to lose. I hate Canelo. Canelo just gonna knock him out. He's just gonna beat him. Like, stop saying he's gonna whoop everybody. You giving him more love than people who love him. Hit the Tyson bell. He's just gonna whoop Colin Smith? How? He's just gonna whoop? Oh, he's just another guy. In what world? You take stuff from him and then blame him for it. You take huge victories from him and blame him for it. That's you. That ain't Canelo. That's just hate. But let's talk about Triple G. So Triple G, he said, look, first of all, we got to start with Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya, no objectivity anymore at all. Everybody, like, Canelo can't bleed. That dude can get knocked out like anybody else. Oscar De La Hoya said that Triple G would be an easy fight for him. Hit the Tyson bell. I mean, not Oscar in his prime. Oscar said now, right now, him coming back, he'll love to fight Triple G. Why? Because guys like that was easy for him. He beat guys like Triple G all the time. There ain't no smoke. Now, hold up. Here's the funny thing. The funny thing is this. Triple G It's getting long in the tooth. Oscar isn't that much older than Triple G. So Oscar is sitting there like, yeah, Triple G, easy work. I'll fight him tomorrow. I whoop. Now, Triple G, he responded by saying, I don't want to misquote him, but he said something like, if it's legal, if I can legally kill him, I would. Triple G pulled a Drago. He said, I defeat all men. If he dies, he dies. Bro, Triple G said, if I can legally kill this dude, I will kill him. The funny thing is, in the sport of boxing, you can kind of do that. Come on, man. You can't be going live while I'm at work. My bad. I get you through your day. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, Triple G's, look, and here's my thing. Here's my thing about Triple G. I wasn't mad. There are people right now writing articles talking about how that was disgusting what Triple G said. That's not like him. What did Oscar De La Hoya do? I'll tell you. You want me to tell you why he responded like that? I'll tell you. But first, I'm going to tell you this. I'm not mad at Triple G for saying, hey, bro, you come over here. If I can legally kill this man, I would. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you. And there's people that's comparing when Deontay Wilder said that he's looking for a body. It's a little bit different. What Triple G did was closer to Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson was talking about Razor Ruddock, and Mike Tyson said, if he doesn't die, it doesn't count. Remember Mike Tyson said, if he don't die, it doesn't count. If he doesn't die, look, this is what this means. Let me tell you, it's not the same. Let me tell you why. Triple G, who criticizes Triple G's career more than myself? I mean, I don't know. I don't go around boxing YouTube world, but let me do it like this. Let me rephrase that. I criticize Triple G's career heavy. And I can totally understand Triple G getting to the point where everybody's acting like I'm not one of the greatest middleweights ever. The disrespect hit the Tyson Bell. I've had the disrespect, and I double down on it. We can talk about Triple G for a while. I double down on it. But from Triple G's perspective, I get it. Look, Triple G, he's been wanting Canelo, all right? First, he thinks that the first one shouldn't have been a draw. He thinks he whooped his ass. And really, he's not alone, okay? On top of that, the second fight, he thinks he won, okay? But whatever flaws he had, he told Abel Sanchez, get out of here. Get out of here, Abel. Get out of here, Abel. He won that third fight with Canelo. He's been chasing Canelo for 2 years after that. And I don't think that's a good thing from Triple G. I've often said, Triple G, you're making your career. You're defining your career by Canelo. Canelo is going on with his life. You could have done a million things. You're looking at Canelo so much, right? Stop chasing Canelo. There's guys. There's Charlo sitting right there. You want your legacy to be cemented? Charlo sitting right there. Andrade, whichever. Boo Boo was sitting right there. Okay? But with that said, who knows what De La Hoya's been saying to Triple G for all these years? Hit the Tyson Bell. Who knows? When Triple G is trying to get on the horn and call Oscar De La Hoya to get that fight, who knows? Look, Triple G and Golden Boy been going at it for a minute. Who knows? And for Oscar De La Hoya to jump out of his mouth and be like, "Oh, Triple G, yeah, if I come back, I would love to fight him first because that'd be an easy fight. I need a warm up, and my warm up would be Triple G." I need a warm up, and it'll be Triple G. Hey, hold up. Triple G is like Crawford. People see the skill, but don't have the resume to back up what they see. But but no, because Crawford has a lot of accomplishments. Triple G stayed at middleweight. See, I'm gonna get at Triple G in a minute. I'll talk about Triple G in a minute. Triple G stayed at middleweight. Okay, look, Terrence Crawford went up looking for challenges. That's a bit different in the mentality. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Now check me out. Check me out with this. Check me out with this. So from Triple G's perspective, let me ask you guys this. Have you, forget that. Let me tell you a story. Let me get my eggnog, Christmas in the cup. Let me tell you guys a story real quick. Let me tell you a story. Why isn't IBF ordering Triple G versus a name? Jamel, maybe. Well, he's fighting his mandatory. Mandatories are a thing. It's a real thing. So he Triple G fight this Friday as his mandatory. Let me tell you a story. There was a situation back in college, okay? A little bit after college, actually, where I was starting to calm down, all right? I was starting to calm down. And a guy wanted to fight me in a parking lot. It was like outside of some bar. The guy wanted to fight me. First we were talking like, hey, look, blah, blah, blah. You get on my nerve, blah, 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 blah. And he started to want to fight. Like, come on, let's fight. Let me tell you where I was at, okay? I told this guy in so many words. I said, hey, bro, it's best that we just keep talking. Like, it's best that we bury this by talking, because I promise you, you know what I mean? When you're just calm and I promise you, I will kill you in this motherfucker. That is where Triple G was. I promise you, that's where Triple G was. He's chilling. Oscar De La Hoya like, oh yeah, the easiest on my comeback. Yeah, I'll put on rub some Ben Gay on the knees and elbows, and I go whoop Triple G's ass real quick before I go ahead and fight somebody real. Triple G's like, Oscar, brother, it was fine and dandy when we were just running off at the Gipple. Please. Hold on. Wilder had blood with Brazil when he said it. Had bad blood. No. Deontay Wilder was saying that openly. He said that a few times leading up to it. I want a body. It was before Brazil. I think you got it mixed up. But you know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Diaz got hands. Who knows if I got hands or not? But how I was feeling, brother, let's keep talking. Let's just keep talking. Now, to stay on Triple G for a while. Here's my problem with Triple G. Always been my problem. He sat at middleweight. Waiting for Canelo to go up weight classes. Hit the Tyson Bale. Bro, Andre Ward was up there. And here's to make it worse. Andre Ward was there. Andre Ward was good, Showbiz. Yeah, no, we're in the war room, man. Getting busy, Jose. Get busy, bro. Andre Ward just walked into the Boxing Hall of Fame with no gray in his hair. First ballot Hall of Famer. That's who you could have fought. Dude, Andre Ward was sitting there. Go up. This guy, you're still fighting. He's retired, been gone, and he's first ballot Hall of Famer with not a shade of gray. Bro. So, and that's not, listen, and that's not, forget that part. We could go even further. Canelo Alvarez is fighting Callum Smith for the Super WBA title and lineal championship at 168. You're still at 160. You want Canelo, but Canelo will have to come down. Hold on. Canelo, the guy that you waited for to go up weight classes to fight you, now he surpassed you, and you're going to wait for him to come down? Come on. This is getting ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. This dude said like Marvin Hagler, but there was a difference. If Marvin Hagler would have moved up, he would have moved away from Hearns and Leonard and Duran. It was best that he stayed there so they could catch up to him. That's the difference. Come on, man. Come on. Hit the Tyson Bell. You wanted Hagler to move up when Hearns was coming? You wanted Duran, while Duran was coming, Hagler, go away. Move up to who? Fight who? Who should he have fought? You're just mentioning names, but you're not thinking about the environment, the landscape. He wanted that Sugar Ray Leonard fight. Move away? To fight who? What I'm saying is Triple G move up to fight Andre Ward, who just walked in the Hall of Fame first ballot with not a stitch of gray in his hair. Will Canelo hold Bridgerweight heavyweight to? I don't know. Canelo is the type of guy that will want to. Canelo should do tattoo of Oscar. He saved him for. This is crazy. No point was you don't have to move up to be great. No, the point was you don't have to move up to be. I'm talking about Triple G. I'm not talking about blindly. You don't have. Okay, look. Why don't Shakur Stevenson just stay at junior lightweight? Fight, JoJo. Fight JoJo Diaz. Fight Burchell and stay there while all the smoke is above them. We're talking about specifically Triple G, not blindly a general blanket statement. We're talking about what Triple G should have done and how he's going to be judged. Canelo is a bad man. Oscar was holding him back from ultimate greatness. Oh, well, yeah, because you see that now. Canelo Alvarez, that was Golden Boy's golden ticket, Canelo. So he didn't want to risk Canelo. Canelo Alvarez is a thug. Like he's going to fight whomever. He's going to fight whomever. So that's my problem with Triple G. That's my problem. He said he's a young kid still growing. Brother, you're not even, of course not. That's what we're saying. We're talking about specifically. Triple G specifically should have fought Andre Ward. And if you don't think so, then you can never. Whoever think that Triple G shouldn't have moved up to fight Andre Ward should never call anybody a duck. Should never talk about Floyd. Should never talk about Terrence Bud Crawford or Errol Spence. Should never talk. That means that you're so biased. You don't see that Triple G should have fought Ward and then waiting for Canelo to come back down. He's just waiting on Canelo. Canelo at 168 fighting unified, which let's talk about Canelo. Let's talk about that because there's a lot of things that I'm feeling funny about. Okay, everybody hit the like button. There's 500 people in here. Everybody hit the like button. Get us to 500 likes. Quick picks. Triple G. Jermale. Oh, that's a good fight. I can't call it. Tank. JoJo. Man, quick picks. Shakur Nakatani. God, quick picks. I got Shakur over Nakatani. I think he's great. It's funny. No one brought up Nakatani until the fight with. It's so funny. Now everybody's talking about Nakatani. But Triple G Jermale, it's almost disrespectful to say Jermale. But Triple G's just getting long in the tooth, man. Maybe Jermale. But if Jermale keep letting himself, Jermale mess around and take some shots that he shouldn't be taking. Triple G but that Jermale. Tank and Joe Tank. I'm not picking against Tank ever again, bro. I'm just if there is a fight between Tank and somebody, I'm gonna say either it's a good fight or Tank. I mean, but if I'm not picking, I'm done. I'm done underestimating Tank. That dude showed me everything he had to show me. I'm good. Remember Abel said they would fight from 154 to 1. I remember that. Boy, this Christmas in the Cup is good. Hey, man, how about Christmas next week, huh? Huh? How about Christmas next week? Huh? All them things and more, darling. All them things and more. That's what Christmas means to me, my love. Right? Candles burning low. Lots of mistletoe. All them things and more. Boy. Anyway, so listen. My bad. I just love Christmas. I love Christmas. Let's talk about Canelo Alvarez. Look, in what world? Help me here. Help me here. In what world do a vacant title? I have a problem. I have a problem. And look. I'm about to wrap this up really good. I'm not finished. I'm about to. This argument is really solid. Hold on. Triple G should have fought Jamal at 160. Charlo, like Canelo told him, if he wanted that trilogy, well, Canelo should have fought Charlo too. I respected that from Canelo. Try and help Jamal's resume. Oh, I see where you're coming from. I'm hearing Jamal wants a 160 bout in late 2021. Yeah. I'm hearing that he wants that middleweight smoke. Look, let's do this like this. Let me do this like this. You guys know I'm a fan of Canelo Alvarez. This house is like a Canelo. It's the house Canelo built. All right. Because Ms. Biz, the wifey, you can't tell her nothing about no Canelo Alvarez. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay. When we started dating, I think Canelo was just like jumping onto the scene, was coming on the scene a little bit after we were together or whatever. You can't tell this woman about no Canelo. All right. So this. Also, the WBC, we're like this. Me and the WBC is like this. Okay, everybody hit the like button. Me and the WBC, like, I think the WBC is a great thing for the sport. I really do. Now here comes the criticism for the WBC and criticism when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. Sorry, this is an unbiased channel. I'm gonna do what I do. Okay, much love to the WBC, but I just want to ask. How do you make the decision to, when David Benavidez vacated the title, to just decide that Callum Smith versus Canelo Alvarez is for the title? Yildirim is the mandatory for the title. So, which Yildirim isn't the man or anything like that, but he's the mandatory. How do you? The IBF always has a beautiful history. I'm very confused. Okay, how about this? For the WBC, I thought Canelo was the franchise champion and couldn't win the WBC title. Huh? I worked so hard to understand the franchise title. I thought that if you had to vacate the WBC full-time title because you can't win that anymore, you're the franchise champion. What happened? No, he's the franchise. You know what franchise mean? That means you see, you didn't understand franchise. That means no matter which weight class he goes to, he's the franchise champion. The franchise champion is you're the champion of the WBC, no matter where you go. I know this. Okay, hold on. Yildirim versus David to face winner of Callum Smith and Canelo. Yildirim fights the winner between Callum Smith and Canelo. Random. I miss Maidana, True Warrior. Yeah, he was True Warrior. So listen to me. Listen to me. How is it that you're the franchise champion, so you cannot be the full-time champion and franchise champion? And now Canelo is fighting as the franchise champion for the WBC full-time title. We're in a war room. And if you're with the WBC, come in here in the war room. Just let us know. And how is it that you can just choose. But you can do whatever you want with the WBC. I'm just saying, how about this? The WBC going to do whatever the WBC does. I'm just saying, does that just work everywhere? Can we be consistent everywhere? I guess that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I am extremely confused here. Extremely confused. And I'm pretty sure I get a call. I get a call. I get a call. Yo, Showbiz, this is what's going on. Okay, bet. I get a call. But I'm just saying I'm confused. I'm confused. Maybe they think Smith will win. No. No, it doesn't work like that. You shouldn't do that. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, and go to busr.com/showbiz. You see the link there. Go there to make a bet on Canelo Alvarez versus Callum Smith. Another one, though, how about Greg Hardy, right? I'm going to be calling that fight this weekend, and I'm going live for the Canelo Alvarez fight. And I'm going live for Greg Hardy because, like I said, Team Tyson is looking at him extremely close. You guys see my video on Greg Hardy? Everybody check out that video when I said Mike Tyson invades UFC. Check that video out, man. They're really looking at my Team Tyson is really looking at Greg Hardy and to see what they can do with them hands. Okay. So but Greg Hardy, he got to win against Tibura this weekend. So everybody check out that Greg Hardy fight. I'll be calling it live. Hey Biz. And I'm monitoring at work so I can listen only. I missed the digital intro. Yeah. Hey, J Body and J Men. Thanks for the super chat, Best Life. That was beautiful. Ms. Biz going to whoop that. What it do, Biz? What's going on? Did you see the Hall of Fame class? James Toney missed out. Yeah, George, we spoke about it as soon as I came in. So you have to go back and check what we spoke about when it came to the Hall of Fame. So that's one thing with Canelo Alvarez. All right. Here's another thing. The pay-per-view when it comes to DAZN. I like it. Hit the Tyson bell. I like it. I like it. You must like it. I like it. The whole pay-per-view thing with DAZN, that pay-per-view option, I like it. I don't have to pay for it. I don't have to pay for it. Look, when it comes to pay-per-view and the monthly, I keep telling you guys, maybe DAZN is doing this on purpose. I keep telling you guys, why hate on DAZN? Why hate on the monthly subscription? Why hate? Why hate on that? 2 fights. If you buy this Canelo fight and I don't know, AJ fight, okay? If you buy 2 fights, that's $140. I paid $100 for the year. Hit the Tyson bell. You don't like it? Why not? Why don't you like it? You tell me why you don't like it. How do it hurt? How does it hurt you, please? Showbiz preacher right now. How does it hurt you? You got 2 options. The cheaper option is to pay for the monthly subscription. But if you don't want to do that and just want to keep throwing out money for pay-per-views, then you can do it. You have the option to do it. Now you got the option to do it. Everybody was getting on DAZN because they didn't want to subscribe to an app. They'd rather pay pay-per-views. Here you go. Pay pay-per-view. I don't like that either. How? Hey, Biz, bro, I'm debating with my brother who had the better career, James Toney or Roy Jones. Wow. Roy Jones did, though, because he's the first fighter of the decade. He was just unbeatable. He had a better, and then he did something that hasn't been done in over 100 years. Never actually been done before. Go from 154 to heavyweight champion. But, go from middleweight to heavyweight champion. It hasn't been done in 100 years, over 100 years, Bob Fitzsimmons. So, yeah. DAZN best value. I don't understand it. Makes it nearly impossible to cancel your contract, 100. But why would you cancel it? Why would you cancel it? Yeah, if you don't love boxing, yeah. If you don't love boxing, I get it. But if you love the sport like I do, why would you cancel it? DAZN best value gets the year. Yes, easily. DAZN's value is better than Top Ranks. I mean, I'm talking about Top Rank probably got better matchups. But I'm just saying, what you're paying for is better than the ESPN, and it's better than paying pay-per-view. Way better. Biz, are you going live for the Triple G fight? Yeah, yes, I am. I'm very interested. I love my design. We need ShowBizz to run the WBC. DAZN doesn't have good matchups. Okay. Well, I mean, like I said, that's on you. You know, me, I don't do. I love Canelo Alvarez. I love seeing Andre, Triple G. I love seeing Anthony Joshua. I love seeing what's my man name? Devin Haney. I love those boys. I have no problem seeing those boys. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, it's legit. And I like seeing who all coming up. Canelo will TKO Smith in the 8th round. Stevenson is funny. So here's the thing. Now let's go a little bit further. Shakur Stevenson and Bud, they're always sparring. So Shakur would tell you who will win that fight. Now, let's go here. Let's go here. Canelo Alvarez versus Callum Smith. Does Canelo Alvarez own boxing right now? Here's the debate in the war room. Does Canelo Alvarez own boxing right now? This is what I mean. This is what I mean. No, yes. Is Canelo number one pound for pound on top of the sport? Hit the Tyson bell. Is Canelo Alvarez number one on top of the sport? No. No. Who is? Who is pound for pound number one? I know what you're going to say. I just want to hear it. Who is pound for pound number one? Top three. Who is number one pound for pound? My man said Teofimo Lopez, Crawford, Canelo, Crawford, Terrence, Crawford, Canelo. Someone said Inoue. I ain't mad at that. Crawford, Canelo, Errol Spence. Boy, if you don't get your go. Canelo, Crawford. Okay. Check this out. Now check this out. It's either Canelo or Crawford, right? It's either Canelo or Crawford. Okay. I'm just throwing this out there. If Canelo Alvarez beats Callum Smith this weekend, if Canelo Alvarez beats Callum Smith, let's say a knockout, is he number one, cemented for sure, on top of boxing, running the game? If Canelo knocks out Callum Smith, is he number one on top of the sport, running the game? Yes. Duh. Nope. Yes. 100%. No. Yes. Maybe. Because let me ask you this. What's a better victory? Callum Smith or Kell Brook? War room. Oh, yeah. Y'all eating. I see y'all eating. I smell blood. I smell all kinds of DNA. What's a bigger victory? Callum Smith is a non-factor. No. And Kell Brook is a factor. Callum Smith is definitely a factor. You just don't know him. Yeah, obviously. For anyone who says that, it's totally ignorant to Callum Smith. Callum Smith. Hold on real quick. Super chat. Pound for pound argument, Canelo, great resume, and current PPV king in America, but equal former undisputed or Pac-Man, better resume and title accomplishments. What do you think? That sounds about right, George. Let me tell you this. Canelo Alvarez has a stream. He's with DAZN. Yeah, I mean, for this fight, he's on DAZN. And it's pay-per-view. Terrence Crawford just fought on ESPN, right? Hold on real quick. I'm just making an argument. Right now, I got Terrence Bud Crawford number one. But I'm just wondering, after Callum Smith, hold on real quick. You want to know who the lineal middleweight champion is? You want to know who's the lineal middleweight champion? The lineal middleweight champion. Middleweight, not super middleweight. Canelo. Jose got it right. Canelo Alvarez. Middleweight champion, right there. Canelo Alvarez. You know who's the lineal super middleweight champion? You know who's the lineal super middleweight champion? Callum Smith. Wait a minute. Callum Smith is the lineal super middleweight champion. There's an opportunity. We can have a Canelo Alvarez who is a lineal champion in 2 weight divisions simultaneously. Hit the Tyson bell. Huh? Let me see this. Canelo has best resume, exciting fighter, and box office. And in his prime, he is on top for sure. Could be. That's crazy. Canelo Alvarez can be a lineal champion in 2 weight divisions simultaneously. Unified at middleweight and unified at super middleweight simultaneously. Dude, that's some history type stuff. That's the guy making history. Yeah, that got that little Henry Armstrong type beat to it. Lineal? Yeah, that got a Henry Armstrong type beat to it. Because Henry Armstrong was the man who beat the man for 3 different weight divisions simultaneously. So that's what lineal champion means. Callum Smith is sitting at the top. People forget that the pound for pound list is based on time. Yeah, it's based on right now. Right now, I got Terrence Bud Crawford ranked number 1. I'm just saying, after this weekend, oh my God. Oh my God. All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. We got 20 minutes. Christmas in the cup. Let's talk about this. We got a couple minutes here. I keep getting these 2 questions, okay? I keep getting who Dillian White should fight next. Hit the Tyson bell. And is Errol Spence ducking Terrence Bud Crawford? So let me answer those 2 things for these last 15 minutes. Okay, everybody ready? Come in the war room. Hit the like button too. You got to hit the like button. Y'all only take a second. Hit the like button. Okay, everybody's in here. All right, like 700 people in here. Hit the like button. Give me up to like 600 likes. It only take a second. Just click the like button. Then you can go back to what you're doing. Only take a second. Spence is 100% ducking. Okay. Let's start with Spence then. Who thinks Spence is ducking Terrence Crawford? Who? Which one of you guys think that? I mean, this is getting asinine. Who thinks Errol Spence is ducking Terrence Crawford? Really? Quick picks, Errol Duran. At 147, ooh, the Ram may be too much, too complete. Bud versus Hearns. Tank versus I'm Tank, bro. I'm this Tank, I'm done. Spence ain't ducking no one. Me. How? How do you think Errol Spence is ducking Terrence Crawford? How? When? Why? Where? In what world? In what world? Can we be serious? Can we just be serious for a moment? In what world? Making excuses? Dude, let me tell you something. Let me tell you this. Let me ask you guys this. Did Terrence Crawford, when they asked Terrence Crawford who he wanted to fight next after he demolished Kell Brook, who did he say? In your opinion, will Canelo be a top 20 boxer of all time when their careers? He could be. He could be. He really could be. Hit the Tyson bell. It's highly likely. What he's trying to do is highly likely. Manny Pacquiao. Manny. Wait a minute. Terrence didn't want to fight Spence next. He didn't want to fight Spence next because he didn't want to fight Spence directly after the car accident. When they asked Terrence who he wanted to fight, who did he say? After Kell Brook, knowing that Spence was going to take on Danny, who did he say? Manny. Thanks for the super chat. Who did Spence say he wanted next? Who did Spence say he wanted next? Let me make it easy for you. Manny. Hit the Tyson bell. They both call out Manny. They both call out Manny. How do you choose that Spence is ducking? He didn't say no. He said Manny, bro. How do you choose that Spence is ducking? How do you make that choice? They both been wanting that Manny money since the beginning. Because Manny is getting older. He's about to retire. They're both rushing to him. Facts, bitch. Yes. How about this? 3 years ago, when Terrence Bud Crawford met up with Errol Spence in the hallway. Remember that? When they met each other in the hallway? Errol Spence said, here's the plan. I'm going to take on Thurman, which Thurman isn't a thing now. He said, Danny Garcia, Showtime Sean Porter, Manny Pacquiao, then you. That's what he said. Spence said in that hallway, hey, bruh, don't worry, bruh. I'm taking on Thurman, Thurman's gone, Danny Garcia, Showtime Sean Porter, Manny Pacquiao, then you. That's exactly what he said. Guess what's going on? He beat Porter. He beat Danny Garcia. Now he wants Manny, and Manny wants Spence back. And then he's going, what did Errol Spence say in his tweet? I got 2 to 3 more fights before moving up. 2 to 3. 2, I'm going to tell you the 2. Manny, Terrence Crawford. To 3, maybe Sean Porter again. Bud doesn't care to fight the top guys. Screw him. That's not the point to me, but think about it. Come on. You're just saying, come on, Biz, he's ducking. But you're not thinking. I know you hate Errol or you love Terrence, but let's stop fanboying for a quick second. Let's stop being these huge fans for a quick second and just use our brains. Errol literally said, this is what's going on, and that's what's going on. Then when they asked Terrence Crawford who he wanted, he said Manny. He told the truth, pun intended. Hit the Tyson bell. Manny money talks. Yeah. It's not ducking. It's just common freaking sense. It's common no matter how much you guys try to make it not be the case, it was common sense. Errol is with the PBC, so he was going to clear out the PBC and then fight Terrence Crawford. He's going to make all the easy fights to make, build his name to this pay-per-view superstar, beat Manny Pacquiao, pay-per-view, and then fight Terrence Crawford, pay-per-view at the end. Stop crying and panicking. It's y'all just crying and panicking, and it's right in front of I'm looking at the end of you. Look, you guys are sitting here. Whoever said that Spence is ducking, you guys are sitting here screaming about the end of the movie. I want to see the end of the movie. I want to see the end of the movie. Ah, ah. And they're telling you the end of the dang on movie. They told you the whole movie all the way to the end. Errol Spence is going to go through the PBC as a welterweight in the welterweight PBC division, and then he's going to fight Terrence Crawford at the end. What's going on right now? Boop, 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 boop. They both said 2021 2 years ago. They both said it 2 years ago. Yeah, you know it's serious when a hairline comes out. Buzz sounds like a lightweight who's content at 147. Not to me. He sounds like a guy trying to be undisputed at welterweight. Content. Undisputed, there's no contentment in that. Showbiz, I love you, dog, but if the fight don't happen, I'm going to come back and never let you forget that Spence ducked. If the fight doesn't happen because Spence ducked, come on. And I'm going to say Spence ducked. I'm not a crybaby. I'm not going to be like, oh, man, I love Spence. And I'm going to be like, hey, Spence just ducked Terrence Crawford into Tyson Bale. When I started this live stream, I said I love and respect Terrence Bud Crawford, didn't I? And I said, congratulations, Terrence Bud Crawford, for bringing your baby, Trinity, to this world. Relax. Don't panic. Don't panic. Now, here's my question. Here's my question. My question is, if Errol the Truth Spence takes on Manny Pacquiao like he said he would, this has been his whole journey, right on point. If Errol Spence takes on Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, will Terrence Crawford take on his mandatory Showtime Sean Porter? That's the question. You want to talk about ducking and questions? That's the question. That's the question. That is, we all know Errol Spence's road. He told you. If you're going to tell me the entire movie, then okay, no matter how bad I want Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford right now, this is what's going to happen. These are the plans. Okay, this is the plan. Now my question is, if this is the plan and you're right there, you got 2 fights in 2021. The first fight is going to be Manny Pacquiao. The second fight is going to be Terrence Crawford. What is Terrence Crawford going to do? Wait? Or is he going to fight somebody? And if he fights somebody, is it going to be his mandatory Showtime Sean Porter hit to Tyson Bale? And I don't want y'all to make excuses for Terrence Crawford and try to save Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, he ain't going to save himself. He don't need to. Side note, tell Jake Paul I said run it, Biz. No cap, funny. Open up a boxing gym, Biz. I'm just saying, he'll wait. Why? How, Terrence Crawford fans, do you want Terrence Crawford to wait or fight Showtime Sean Porter? Terrence Crawford fans, let me ask you, Crawford fans, in the war room, do you want Terrence Crawford to wait or fight Showtime Sean Porter? What do you want him to do? What do you want, as a Terrence Crawford fan, you love Terrence Crawford from the bottom of your heart. What do you want him to do? Fight Porter, 100%. Fight Porter. Fight Porter. Why fight Thurman? Porter's the mandatory. Will you fight your mandatory? And if you don't fight your mandatory, is that a duck? If you don't fight your mandatory, is that a duck? Don't call Errol Spence a duck, but want Terrence Crawford to be well preserved to only fight Spence because he may lose to Porter because y'all afraid. Don't be on that. That's your gladiator. That's your warrior. Terrence Crawford said he and Sean Porter would be a good fight. Okay. It would be a duck, bro. You want him to duck? So you call Spence a duck, but then want Terrence Crawford to be wrapped in bubble wrap? That's ducking. That's ducking. He got to fight Sean Porter and stop him like they told. Yes. He got to fight Sean Porter. Errol Spence going to fight Manny Pacquiao. Boom. Boom. And then they fight each other for undisputed. If Terrence Crawford gets past Porter, that's a big if, because Errol Spence damn near didn't hit the Tyson Bell. Errol Spence almost didn't, bro. That's just it. And let me tell you something about Terrence Crawford. That's a bad boy. I don't think Terrence Crawford's scared of nobody. Now, I don't think Terrence Bud Crawford is scared of nobody. He just got to take that Porter fight, bro. Why not Pac versus Bud? I'll tell you why. Who fought pay-per-view, Errol Spence or Bud? Let me ask you guys. Their last fight, who was pay-per-view, Errol Spence or Bud? Who was pay-per-view, Errol Spence or Bud? EJ. Spence. Who has the most belts, Errol Spence or Bud? Who has the most belts, Errol Spence or Bud? Spence. Let me ask you this. Who has the best harmony with his promotion company, Errol Spence or Bud? How are you going to make a fight, a seamless, smooth fight with a guy who has a rigid relationship with his own company? Manny is with the PBC. If I was Manny Pacquiao at 41 years old and I'm going to fight somebody, it'll be the guy who holds down pay-per-view by himself so it can be a big pay-per-view fight. I'm going to go against the guy who has 2 belts so it could be for 3 belts instead of 2. Why not make it for 3 belts and not 2? And I'm going to go for the guy that we're both in the same damn family. Hit the Tyson Bell. Easy work. Easy work. Then my man said, you keep Spence excuses. What excuse am I saying? Terrence Bud Crawford should gladiate with Porter because Spence and Porter gladiated? What am I saying? Terrence Crawford fight Porter. You don't want to see that? That's an excuse for you? You're afraid for your beloved Crawford? Why don't you want to? Why, as a boxing fan, do you not want to see Terrence Crawford versus Porter? I would love to see Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford more than anything, but that's not the plan. The plan is Errol Spence. They already laid out the plan, so it is what it is. I'm not going to cry. I know the movie already. So if that's the plan, then Terrence fight Porter. Terrence versus Porter may be more entertaining than Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence may be a chess match. Terrence Crawford versus Showtime Sean Porter ain't no chess match. You want to talk about entertainment? Felix Verdejo, I watched Felix Verdejo versus Nakatani before any fight this year. I watched Zapata versus Baranchik and Nakatani versus Felix Verdejo before anything. Forget just big old fights. I'm talking about what's more entertaining to my eye. Terrence Bud Crawford versus Shawn Porter may give me far more entertainment than Crawford versus Errol Spence. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Hit the Tyson bell. If you want to talk about what I want to watch, Errol Spence versus Shawn Porter versus any top welterweight is what you want to watch, bro. Spence versus Porter, it was the must-see TV. That was must-see TV. If you want to talk about you as a fan winning, you want to see Terrence Crawford versus Porter. You want to see that. If you don't want to see that, then you're afraid. If you don't want to see that, then you're afraid. So let's move on. I'm running over now. So let's talk about this real quick. Who should Dillian Whyte fight next? Who should Dillian Whyte fight next? Brother. Dillian, if Dillian could, Deontay Wilder, bro. Wilder, it's not even a question. Wilder. Brother, it's not a question. Wilder. It's not even a question, bro. Let me ask you this. If you woke up tomorrow and you saw on Google Wilder versus Whyte, and in a parallel universe, you saw Wilder versus Ortiz, which one would you be more excited about? Which one would you be more excited about? Whyte versus Wilder or Whyte versus Ortiz? Be real. No, Povetkin, it's taking a while for Povetkin, what happened with COVID and all those things. So it may not be Povetkin. Be real. Wilder versus Whyte, bruh. That'll be far more exciting to know that, that fight is being made. Wilder versus Whyte. Okay? Now, with that said, not only should Whyte fight Wilder, Wilder should fight Whyte. Hit the Tyson bell. They got a history of hating on each other. That's so you can build on that. Okay? Forget Dillian. Did you catch UFC main event? You know what? Because of that, we definitely going to talk about Dillian. You can't just come in and change what we're talking about. But thanks for the super chat. Not only should Whyte fight Wilder, Wilder should fight Whyte. They got a history. Bro, of hating on each other. All right. Another thing, before I think Wilder should take the blinders off of Tyson Fury. I truly do. Before he goes running back to Tyson Fury, let's see how his team looks, his new team. He's going to have a new training camp with new people. Let's have a practice run against Dillian Whyte first. Before you fight Fury, mess around, lose to Fury. I had a new team. Fury cheated again. Like, before we get there, let's have Wilder take his practice run to Whyte. Let's have Wilder have his first trial on Dillian Whyte. See if he can get past Dillian Whyte. Let's see if we see some new things. No, I think, look, if you were to ask me who will win, I think Deontay Wilder would beat Dillian Whyte. I think Deontay Wilder beats everybody but Fury and maybe AJ now. I think you have to be the very, very top heavyweight to beat that kid. I think Wilder ain't like Wilder's a chump or easy pickings. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I'd love to know what you guys thinking in the war room. Facts. Crawl before you walk, Wilder. Yeah. Dillian Whyte versus Dillian Maximum Violence Part 2. Oh, Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte. Nice. AJ smashes Wilder. AJ is showing to be a more complete boxer than Wilder. Yeah, for sure. That's for sure. But I'm just saying, like, it's to the point where, AJ can do things in the ring. He can adjust to do things. Andy Ruiz versus Wilder. I like to see that too. Wilder is overrated. We'll see how he gets up. Wilder in 5. They spiked my water. I think Andy Ruiz beats Wilder. We're talking about White versus. The question is, does Wilder want to learn? Right. That's why I said if he doesn't want to learn, we'll see. You measure a man from how he gets up, by how he gets up. If he doesn't want to learn, that means he doesn't know how to get up. And if he doesn't want to learn and he gets beat or something like that, then Wilder was overrated. Yeah. But if he make adjustments and he does, we have to see. White should fight FA before Wilder just to see if he could hang. Well, I mean, why would I? No, I think White is at a point where you don't take a step back if you're White. I think, you got to get that Povetkin rematch. But if you're Dillian White and you're in the top 5, don't fight no FA or Jagbe. Fight everybody within the top 6 and stuff like that, right? I mean, fight Andy Ruiz, fight Deontay Wilder. You don't go backwards and make us be with the elites, right? See if you can take on Fury. Be with the elites. Think forward. I mean, I would. He was just ranked like number 3, heavy or 2. He was ranked like ranked number 2 welterweight just last year. Hit the Tyson Bale. Whereas Wilder's ranked number 2. Wilder's ranked number 2. And rightfully so. Wilder should have never been dropped down. He should have never been dropped down. I don't even after losing to Tyson Fury, they should never dropped him down. Fury versus Andy Ruiz. Yeah, I think Fury versus AJ is Fury versus AJ. That's where we're at. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. You actually can. You keep hearing that statement, but you can. You actually can. That's not good because Wilder fired the guy that cared about him. Wilder only would hire a yes man trainer. I know it's feeling like that, but we'll see. It's just one loss, a bad one, but only one. King Kong got to go back now at J-Men. White smashed that in the bank. Yeah, absolutely. Wilder needs therapy. Tyson Fury versus Wilder trilogy. Well, my thing is this. If Tyson Fury is a cheater, you don't want to see him against Wilder if you're a Wilder fan. Okay. If Tyson Fury cheated and tried to kill Wilder, because putting brass knuckles in your gloves is trying to kill him. If Tyson Fury tried to kill Wilder, if you're a Wilder fan, you don't want to see that fight. What you want to do is ask Wilder to, if he has all of the proof with the spike water and all that stuff, all those guys got to go to jail. Mark Breland got to go to jail. Kenny Bayless got to get reprimanded. Tyson Fury will have to go to jail. The WBC has to get reprimanded. The Nevada State Commission, all those bodies, you got to have a major lawsuit. He shouldn't be fighting Fury if Fury is a cheat the way you guys say he is. He shouldn't. In the bank. Thanks so much. Hit the Tyson Bale. Is Al Heyman a real guy? Yeah, he's real. Yeah, if Tyson Fury cheated the way everybody is saying he did, there's no way that you like Wilder or love Wilder or a Wilder fan and will want him to go back in there with a cheater. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Brass knuckles make a mess. Fact. I know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but then again, an egg-shaped weight. Yeah, big facts. Yeah. But then again, I don't know why we're not mentioning this. But we have to start asking about the metal rods in Wilder's right hand. At this point, if egg-shaped weights is a problem outside the glove, your hand being made of metal rods, like we know that to be truth. So if your hands are structurally supported by metal rods, and so that means your right hand is a little bit heavier. Your right hand is structured harder with metal rods. I wonder if that can be removed or replaced by some kind of hard plastic or something like that, because now we have to start really kind of looking at that too. I don't know why they even allowed that. I really don't know why they allowed that. Let's see. Cotto versus Margarito. What about it? He has no evidence. Well, I mean, Wilder fans said there's obvious evidence. I mean, they get on everybody for saying that Fury didn't cheat it. If there's obvious evidence, there's no way I would want Wilder to fight Fury. I just want a lawsuit. I mean, not forget it, just a law. I mean, I'm talking about criminal case. Put a guy in jail. Was really hoping for Caleb Plant versus Canelo. Well, after Canelo versus Callum Smith, if Canelo get past Callum Smith, he's looking to be undisputed. He's looking to fight Billy Joe Saunders and then Caleb Plant. So that's the plan. According to Reynoso, the plan is for Canelo to take on Callum Smith, then take on Billy Joe Saunders, and then take on Caleb Plant to become undisputed at 168. That's the plan. Wilder fans think the worst. About time someone started talking about Wilder's hand. I've been talking about it for a long time. I've been talking about it for over a year. All them people would shout from over the fence. Okay, everybody. So thanks for showing up. There's going to be another live stream commentary tomorrow. Live stream tomorrow. Don't forget about my live stream commentary that I'm going to be doing this weekend. I'm going to do some UFC. And I'm going to do the big fight with Canelo Alvarez versus Callum Smith. Also go to busr.com/showbiz. The link is in the description box. Make sure you go there to place your bets for this up and coming Canelo fight. I got Canelo about knockout. Showbiz the dope. Hey man, this was a beautiful live stream. We said a lot. We did a lot. I'm out. The awkward moment.